Hello everyone, this is Dr. Kory. I'm here today to share with you some information about the L.I.V.E acronym. Today we're going to talk about light. What is light? We're going to read from some of these slides and share some stories. Light is defined in modern scripture as the light of truth. The light that quickens our understanding, the light that gives life to and governs all things. Our ultimate goal is to lighten the state of your being, to bring you closer to divine origin. This includes removing obstacles that prevent you from seeing your divine origin and connections. It also includes removing emotional, generational, and group energies, and also negative beliefs, pain bodies, and other limiting spiritual influences. Got a couple of great quotes I'd like to read to you that define kind of the terrain about light in our modern life. What is the task of the healer? Our modern view of disease is that disease is centered in the body. The older view of disease, that's referring to kind of the indigenous populations around the world. Disease is soul loss, a loss of connection, a loss of meaning, of purpose, and of essence. If this is so, the real task of the healer is to heal soul loss, to aid in the retrieval of the soul. Our entire culture is ill with soul loss. What is needed then is to recognize that we are always on sacred ground. There is no split between the sacred and the secular. There is no task that is not sacred. There is no relationship that is not sacred. Life is a spiritual practice. Then, if health care is to serve life, it also needs to be a spiritual practice. Disease is a spiritual path also. Disease is speaking to us. It's giving us messages, and we need to listen to those messages. Much illness is caused by the loss of the soul. Many people live lives that are empty. This emptiness is caused in some part by living without meaning, or with meaning that is much too small, too trivial, to really serve our needs as human beings. And this is by Rachel Raymond, M.D., from her book, Recovering the Sacred. One more quote from another great writer, Terry Warner. He's the founder of the Arbiter Institute. And this is from his book, The Bonds That Make Us Free. When we are stuck in a troubled emotional state, unable to see our way forward, we think it's because darkness shrouds our paths, or we think it's because someone has done it to us. In reality, the darkness is in ourselves. We're projecting it into the world around us. Thus, we will lose our way, not because something evil has befallen us and depriving our path forwards, but it's because of the unconscious evil and darkness that we hold in our own heart towards others. So really becoming aware of those unconscious darknesses and evils within us will free our path forward. Let me give you an example using my wife. When I first treated her, she came in with chronic stomach pains. Every day, it hurt her all the time. She was missing school because of it. When I did muscle testing on her, which is how I communicate with the body, I asked the body, where is the stomach pain coming from? And using my indicators, it told me that it was a problem in light, or emotional energy, spiritual energy. In her case, it had to do with her unconscious fears that she was not going to see her parents in eternity, because their beliefs and past had diverged from her spiritual belief at that point. We worked that through, we released the energy and the emotion, brought it to her conscious awareness, the symptom was gone. Didn't have to give her any pills, didn't have to take any medication, didn't have to adjust her spine even to help that. In that case, it was resolved. So this is...
Hold on. Okay, so stay there. And then what I want you to talk about is, how do you address the fact that people would look at that and go, come on, really? No medication, no anything? Explain that a little bit.
When you're the patient in the zone with me as a doctor, you feel what I'm feeling, you get a connection, and you feel the energy coming up. So there's no question in your mind that this is real. Somebody watching it in the moment will see the same thing and will feel the energy. Now, to hear the story outside, it sounds a little bit strange or weird, but it's very real. I think we've all had those experiences where we've had an emotional connection with something. In a movie or watching a YouTube video where you feel the real emotion. You might want to cry inside. That's the connection we get, and that's what makes it real.